All right, folks, Friday is here. This weekend, you want to get in the garden. The weather's going to be better. We're going to have some fun. The cold stuff, I think, may be behind us. And who better to talk about your garden and help it grow is this guy right here. He is the garden guy. It's Rick Hobson from Jericho Nursery. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Welcome to our little TV
Thank
show.
you. Oh, yeah, glad to be here.
You didn't wear the shorts today, though.
I didn't, because a couple nights ago it was still talking about frost, and I was all over news and media because everybody was worried, and it did freeze at my house Thursday morning.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did you save your plants?
I did. I had everything moved in the garage. I had all of this stuff very carefully placed.
Oh, good.
It froze all over town, I think.
Yeah, it did. Are we past it now? What's your guess? What are you saying? Be on the cautious side?
Yeah, can we plant our pretty flowers now?
I hope that you do, and I hope it freezes again. You have to do it again.
Okay.
I'm teasing, of course.
There's
He's like, it's good for my business.
I tell people that all the time, and this is how I respond.
It's a good joke.
When it freezes again, be ready.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of stories as to averages, and it's the average at the airport's April 17th. We're not going to freeze again till then. Could we freeze between then and Mother's Day? Yeah, happens all the time. I don't plan anything outside that I'm not going to watch the weather, and I live and die by the weather, until May. I just don't do it.
And you have a few more plants to watch than we do.
That was funny because I did a news segment a couple of days ago, and they said, these people spent $50, $100. I said, I spent $5,000, $10,000.
Yeah.
I had to move everything in.
Wow.
Because I'm always pushing the window, and people want it early.
Yeah.
And they want, some of them just don't want to watch the weather, and I use the word when it freezes, because it's really likely. And so Wednesday night we had potential, Thursday night maybe, and now for the next 10 days we're okay. Last frost in Albuquerque ever, May 10th. Snow on Mother's Day before.
Yeah.
So, you're not gaining anything by waiting that long, but you're not losing anything by planting other than the paying attention to weather.
And I can tell you're passionate about this. You've been doing this for over 30 years, is that right?
I have.
And
in fact, I grew up doing it.
So what really got you into doing this as your career?
My previous employer closed, and that just opened up. It was just an easy opportunity. Quite honestly, it's called Jericho because God directed and told me what to do. I mean, it was that bold, and that conviction in me was that strong. I just had no options, really. I was told don't quit when I was in a position I didn't want to be in, and didn't realize till that company closed why. And I'm glad you used the word passion, because I was looking at the competition in town, and I'm a good businessman. We have a great time. I charge a little more than a box store, but you've got to get more out of it.
Yeah.
And people come to us all the time. I had a guy come in a couple weekends ago. He said, I haven't seen people have this much fun in a long time. And we do. We have a great time. We laugh and joke and kid around, and it shows. And it really does. And we are passionate about what we do. And my commercial, one of my commercials says, I use, instead of trying to diss the competition, because I don't think that doesn't have any integrity.
Yeah.
You stand on your values and what you do well, and that shows. And I was going to diss him. My wife found the word passion, and so I give a vocabulary lesson, and I define passion, which is an enthusiasm or a high like for something that we do. Then I heard it somewhere else, and I was like, somebody else has used that.
But I see your commercials, and I know your attitude.
Yeah.
It's like you can't wait to get up and go to work every day and meet your customers and talk about what you do.
It's true. It's very true. Any
You're one
chance,
of those guys.
Thank you. I'm glad that shows, because it resonates from me throughout the staff. Everybody that works for me is that way. And this sounds big corporate. It's not. It sounds really good, and I could probably teach other people some of these things, but I've told my staff, if this is just a job, go get another one.
Yeah.
If I hear the words out of your mouth, this is not my job, you're right.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
What's your website?
JerichoNursery.com. Real easy.
And you have a new location there, San Mateo and I-25, and where else are you?
We're on 101 Alameda. That's where I cut my teeth. We've been 8 years in business now.
Nice.
That's right on the tracks. Again, with the semantics, I tease about it. I'm the first nursery in the valley. Well, I'm the newest guy in town, really, as far as owning my own nursery. But the northeast turns to the northwest at the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
Well, my property's on the tracks. So I'm right inside the railroad tracks. We've been down there 8 years. And the new place on Pan American.
Looks great.
Thank you. That
Looks
signage
really good.
is good. There's access off Osuna. That's always been a problem.
Yeah.
But now it's not. We have 3 points.
I want to have
We'll
you
check
back
you
quite
out.
often during
Good.
the growing
I'd love to
season.
have it. Yeah.
Rick, thank you for
Yeah,
being
I
here.
appreciate you
Great
having
to
me.
see you. The
Yeah,
garden
thank you for
guy,
being here.
everybody.
You as well.